Okay, so it's like really early in the morning. The sun hasn't even gotten around the whole bend yet. Um, that's the bend. So, alright, so I wanted to show you real quick. So here's the tank. It's a 380 gallon tank or something, 384 gallons or something. So it took 11 inches off the top. Filled it. So that's about 7 or 8 inches worth of clay ball stuff, right? Okay, so here I have two tubes. And so right now, as we speak, there's fishes in there. I love my fishes. So you see the gray tube? That is an air pump. And there's 4 big old gigantic clay stones in this bad boy for the air for fishes. There's 4 of them. There's the other one. I might move that one over a bit because I don't like them up against the wall like that. I like them right in the middle of the tank, but who knows? Anyway, so the tube that's running the gray, that's down in there for weight, and then there's a 1/2 inch pipe inside the tube, and inside the 1/2 inch pipe in the tube in the bottom, both of the tubes went in an air tube, and the 1/2 inch tube and the air tube is just sticking inside to pull out. See, I just fed them, so now there's poo everywhere because they poo when they eat, right? So the air tube goes down inside this gray PVC, and it's weighed down by PVC, etc., etc. The air pushes up, blah, 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 blah. And it comes up here to the top. And that's not a bad flow. And it's always consistent no matter what. And so I have this other tube right here that goes in here. That goes right over, just across here. That's a water pump. And I prefer to run that one because it runs more water. But it's such a maintenance issue, these water pumps. I hate water pumps. So it's not packed full yet, but I'm working on it. I just had to redo the other tank. So the thing with the tomatoes is because this is as tall as me, I have to chop the tomato off right about here and let the suckers grow wide so the tomato doesn't get too tall. I don't know how I'm going to do that. So that's how it goes, and it goes from down here into up here, and this tank is kind of at a slant going that way. And one of the problems I'm having is that I was a moron and put the strawberries right next to where the water comes back across into here. So note to self, don't do that, because that's just screwing up this whole situation. I have to like this one was okay, this one kind of died. I had to change the water level a couple times when I was working on the tank the other day. And this one is going through shock because I transplanted it. This one right here. But everything except for the ginger is doing well, and the ginger needs more shade. So I put seeds in. We'll see if they... I think that's a watermelon plant. So that one worked. And the rest of these I transplanted. Beans don't like being transplanted. I grew those from seed. Those ones in there. So anyway, the water goes through and across and from and 2 back into here, which is another bed. I planted stuff in here too. So there's a bell siphon set up inside of here. And I think that when the air pump is on, it doesn't work correctly because the flow is too slow. Yep. See, it's kind of trickling, so I guess it just depends, maybe. But it doesn't usually do that. So this one's a little dirty too. But you can see pretty far in there, right? So it ain't that dirty. What else? Oh yeah, so it goes from this tank back into the other tank, and I have a filter. I'll open it. Pardon the ladder. It's taller than me, so I have to use a ladder when I plant. So there's my ghetto filter basket setup, etc. And usually the water level is a little higher, but when the water level's low and it's a little dirty, the basket goes in and Let's not drop my phone. Let's see, catches stuff, and that black stuff in there is activated charcoal. Activated charcoal. So, but the tank isn't doing so bad. And yesterday was a little bit better. I kind of screwed up and put ground food in there for them because I thought maybe the smaller ones would be able to eat the smaller pieces easier. But yeah, so don't do that. So my water's not that clear today, but it usually is clearer. So we're going to be putting another filter in. But anyway, so when I'm done using the air pump, see it over there? When I'm done using that and it gets hotter today, I'll plug the water pump back in, and that makes the flow go faster, making the flood and drain thing work, keeping the water cooler during the hot part of the day, because this fills up and starts draining every few minutes. Bam, bam, bam. It like cycles quick. And I put lots of seeds in here everywhere, so I hope they sprout. And look, in some of them I put little cups just to see if that worked better or not. And some of them have pieces of paper towels, just like a little piece of paper towel with the seed folded together and shoved down inside. So we'll see what happens. Maybe some of them will sprout. I'm not exactly sure what the best method is for me for this. So it's work in progress. Oh, there's a crayfish in here. I thought they were all dead, but there's a crayfish in there. That water's not so bad. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but I can see all the way to the bottom. Alright, so that's how it's set up. And don't worry, I'll be stuffing this with seeds. The transplants don't like to be transplanted. Hold on. And yes, there's a lot of bees. I know they don't scare me. When I was a kid, like 10 or 11 or 12, I fell into a beehive. Like a wasp nest that was in the ground. I got hundreds of bee stings. If you don't believe me, ask my mom. She was there. So, they don't scare me. And we work together, I think. They're pissed off every time I change the water setup. They don't like it. They would much rather have running water. But they're here from early in the morning till late at night. Every single day. So, yeah. Anyway, they are my friends. And for the record, bees don't care about you. They don't want anything to do with you. You're a human. They want all of this. They're not walking on me. They're walking all over this. You see? And I can stick my hand in here and pull stuff out. I fix the plants and see like there's bees there and I can mess with them. They just move. You see, they don't want you. They want the water. They want the pollen. They have a job to do. And so do I. So until next time, have a good day. 4th of July is coming. Be safe. Talk to you guys later.